What's popping today?
Well, it's still about Valentine's Day, and Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are proving their devotion to one another by getting matching tattoos. Well, JLO did an infinite symbol with her. Well, it's really hard to make out the words in her symbol. I mean, in her tattoo, but we are assuming that it's her name and Ben Affleck's name, and Ben Affleck got like the two crossing arrows with a J and a B on them.
Okay, well, of course, it's a mistake that a lot of people realize after they've grown out of their teenage love, puppy love phase, where they do stupid things like tattoo each other's names, only to find that now you're no longer together. You're trying to date new people, but you've got the old person's tattoo on your body. What do you do with that? You know something funny?
What?
Okay, this is weird. I've never told anyone this story, but
what happened?
No, there was a girl that I was hooking up with, and she had her friend's, or rather her ex-boyfriend's name tattooed on her waist.
Okay.
On her waist. Now, you can imagine in an intimate situation, that area of the body is quite visible, and if you're presumably engaging in the normal style of things, you know, the waist is in your face. You're looking at it the whole time.
Yeah.
And there I am just looking at some dude's name. And it just, it was very off-putting. But of course, I didn't stop me from enjoying the situation. But in the back of my mind, subconsciously, I'm like, yeah, she probably still belongs to the other guy. And it impacted my attitude towards her thereafter. See, what we saw Sheila Gashumba having to put more tattoos on her back to cover the previous one she had of God's Plan, who she dated before.
Yeah.
You think her current guy, Rick Man, would be happy to see another man's name tattooed on her body?
You see, this is the thing. You don't own the person that you were with, and they come with a past. All of us come with a past. All of us.
Yeah, but you don't have to make it so obvious. You don't have to put a tattoo on your body.
But you see, that is your problem if you have a problem with that. And this person, which need to learn to allow people to love in the way that they want to love. So
the better thing to do.
So if she decides to put a name of a past lover on her body, it's because perhaps that person had an impact on them, and you cannot tell someone not to do that.
Listen, but if you came to me and said, "Hey, there's this new guy I met. I'm in love, and I feel like putting his tattoo on my body," I would actually advise you against it. Not that I would be trying to jinx your relationship, but I would understand that in the event that the relationship doesn't work out, you probably will be regretful of the tattoo. So instead, why not get matching jewelry? And there's jewelry that you can make where you have each other's name on it, or like the kind of jewelry where it's in two parts, but
each person has half of the piece.
Yeah,
but you
do
see,
that.
You see,
instead of a tattoo.
Again, everybody experiences and expresses love in a different way.
Yeah, but there is common sense.
No, but
some people express love by jumping off a building together. It doesn't make it right.
Again, that is your experience. You cannot tell the other person how they should or should not feel. And I think we should learn to accept that. And for me, I'm all for when you are in a season with somebody, give it your all and move on. If it ends, it's just like Fatboy. It's just like if you are working at a certain job, in that moment, give it your all, love your coworkers, put in 100%, go over and above if you have to, if you love your job, and just do that. And when you move on, you move on. And if you get a body tattoo, you can cover it up. You can now remove it. There's lasers, laser
too much
removal.
Work. Just don't do it.
You can have to remove.
So imagine
that.
if.
But again,
hey, listen to this. Imagine if you tattooed the doctor's name on your body. And then now, let's say you broke up with him, because I don't know your situation with him. I don't even know if you're gonna see him again. And then now you're telling us about the aviator that you met on Tuesday. All right. Now imagine if you tattooed him, like. This whole attitude of love and love freely and express your love whichever you want. Freely. You're going to hit 40 with 20 different tattoos on your body.
It doesn't matter.
It does. Come
and it's
on.
nobody's business because
Come on.
it's how I love. It's
that
how
makes it,
I
you're
love.
damaging your body, and
No,
as your
not.
friend Sarah, I would discourage you from doing that.
It is my
Any sensible
body.
person.
It is how I experience
Of
love.
course,
It's how I
it's your
express
body.
love.
You can
So
cut
let
off your
me
hands
enjoy
and
it.
feed if you want. Doesn't make it a good idea.
Let me enjoy it. Let me enjoy it. Just like somehow some people could say that they could never buy their girlfriend or their boyfriend a car. I get there are people who have done that, or buy them a house.
You're not a good friend. I would want a friend who would. I want a friend who would check me, hold me accountable, and prevent me from doing things I will regret. That's a true friend, not a friend who says, "Oh, you feel like doing that? Just go ahead and do it." Wait, what's that? You want to have live sex? Well, live in the moment. Oh, what's that? You want to do drugs? Go ahead. Don't be controlled by anybody. What kind of friend is that? A good friend has to stand between you and your bad decisions. That's what a good friend does.
What is a bad decision? Expressing how much you love someone?
So, for example, let's say she's in love. Let's say she's in love with a guy who you know is terrible. He's a drug dealer, has a string of baby mamas. As a friend, wouldn't it be your responsibility to advise her against going in for that guy?
This is the thing.
Or you just say, "Oh, live your life, sweetie."
No. You see, the most you can do with a person who is in love is tell them, "I think that is not a good idea."
Thank you.
That is all you can say.
That's what I said.
And you cannot tie them to a pole or cut off their hands, because at the end of the day, if they want to have a child with this person, if they want to get tattoos, if they want to buy them a house, if they want to put them on their mortgage, they're going to do that. And sometimes when it comes to love, you have to let people experience it, and then you are going to just have to be there and welcome them back home from their heartbreak. If I see
you heading towards the cliff, trust me, I will be there to warn you.
Don't jump off the cliff.
Yes,
that's a whole different
because
thing.
I would consider it as my responsibility to do what I can to prevent you from making a big mistake.
That's a different thing from walking off a cliff and getting a church. Tattoos can be removed and covered up.
But anyway, speaking of those two, I still can't. I'm still quite intrigued by that video from the Grammys where she was caught like this. I guess she was trying to be strict with him or stern with him. And she was caught. She noticed the camera was on them, and then she started smiling and pretending like
she was not. I saw that clip.
Saw that clip,
she
right?
was not smiling.
That was very funny. So I don't know what's going on between those two.
No,
but
I watched that clip, and Trevor Noah as the host at the show. That was at the Grammys, right? And I think Ben Affleck was trying to whisper something into her ear, so she was like trying to
push him away,
disrespecting
her husband.
Not disrespecting
that
him.
Was some serious
that was not disrespect. Oh, please.
For most men, that's disrespect.
Disrespect.
I'd have divorced her right away.
I think those are men who just have an inferiority complex.
No, it's a man with standards.
It's not a man with standards.
No,
she was telling him, no. Because she has every right to ask for her own personal space. You are not entitled to a woman's space.
I'm your damn husband. What personal space?
You are not entitled to her damn space.
I'm your damn husband. I'm entitled to all the space I want.
No, you are not entitled
inside and outside of your body.
No, you are not entitled to it.
Then why did I marry you?
There's such a thing as
why are you my wife?
You do not own a woman, and if you can acquaint yourself with the laws of this land, Fatboy, you will understand that even when you are married to someone, you do not own them.
I can't whisper at my wife because of the laws of this land.
If she doesn't want you to whisper to her, don't whisper to her.
That's just wrong. You're making it sound so dreary and terrible.
It's just you.
Why would you want to be in a situation like that?
It is just you who thinks that you are entitled. You are entitled.
You're my wife.
You are spoiled. No,
you are my woman.
So what?
I should be allowed to hold you.
She is still an individual of herself, and she can choose what she wants and what she can and cannot allow.
Because if you see what happened in that video, it was so benign. He was trying to be sweet.
He was all up in her space, and she wanted space. You are not going to suffocate people because.
And then you wonder why men don't want to get married no more. Because this is what you're saying.
No, the men who do not want to get married and are afraid to get married are the spoiled and entitled ones who have no boundaries.
None of what you're saying makes marriage sound appealing. It makes it sound like something that every man should avoid.
It's badly raised men who have no boundaries, who are not taught manners, who are not taught how to treat women like.
Can you imagine?
This
is how you speak of a man wanting to be sweet to his wife.
She wanted her space, and you should be able to respect that. If your wife says, no, not now, take it and walk away.
Well, you know what?
Sit in your chair. He literally wanted to sit on her head. Because they are married, he should sit on her head?
He was just trying to be cool with her, like, hey, baby, what's up? And she's like, ew, come on.
She was not in the mood. She said, not now.
And do you know why she knows she was in the wrong?
space.
Do you know how I know
How
she
does she
knows
know?
that she was in the wrong?
How?
Because when she realized that the camera was on her, she broke out into a nervous smile.
She didn't smile. I watched
did.
it. She kept a very stern. I did. And we can actually put the clip on. She had
pretended
a
to
very,
be laughing at what Trevor Noah was saying.
She had a very straight,
Watch it
stern
again.
face.
Watch
and
it again.
cut. And the video cut.
Watch
She had
it
a
again.
very straight, stern face and the video cut. And
But
that is-
anyway, as far as their tattoos go, okay, let's hope that in the event that they separate, which in their case is a very high likelihood, let's be honest.
maybe not.
Then let's hope that the lasers will be powerful enough to remove the tattoos from their body and the scars from their hearts.
But you see that you don't have to take off the tattoo sometimes. You can just keep it there as a memory. This is somebody I love. This is somebody I cared about. And that's it. There are some people who don't throw away their gifts. There's some people who don't throw away their gifts
I think a
from their
tattoo
partners.
is a slightly different thing.
But there are some people who still wear the gifts that their partners gave them, still drive the cars that their partners gave them,
tattoo
still
is
live in
different.
the houses.
Tattoo or is it a house, a car?
Those are
these
kind of
different
permanent,
things.
like tattoos. Those
These
are
are
kind of
different things.
Those are kind of permanent, and to take them off will take you the same number of hours.
But I would
get
advise
rid
you.
of it.
I'd advise you. I think there are other ways of expressing your devotion towards each other. I think a tattoo should be the last thing on the list.